With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go, D.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mayfield a handoff. This is Hyde. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's Hyde. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
50 seconds to mine. And let's get this.
They'll run on first down. Hyde. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A give running right, it's Hyde. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Guys, out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
On third down, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Jim Brown. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now Mayfield on fourth down. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. On first down, Hyde. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Run.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check 52. Come on. It's been a long day for you.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Keep playing hard, fellas. All Get it.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
First down, New England.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. First. 52's the mark, boys. 52.
First down. Here's Cousins. Open man, Gronkowski complete. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Working out of the gun, Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
This one fielded at the 5.
That's it, baby.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Hey, alert 33. Crunch. Run.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Covered by Jason McCourty.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Run.
To throw, Mayfield. He gets it to Thomas. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Hurry! Hey, you don't want it. Alert 3. No. Point it right. Time.
going to the air again with Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Thrown away and incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
There we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rob Gronkowski, 67 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Dustin Hopkins on 40 extra points.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, alert 33. 10. Hey, echo.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Hester. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, New England.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. The safety Ed Reed there to make the play.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
But taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down, Mayfield. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Escapes the defender. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Mayfield to throw it. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield, he finds his running back, Hyde. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
180. Let's go. Strong right.
Mayfield with it once more. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, Sanders. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Another run with Sanders. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. 84 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Mayfield down. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Now Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Complete here. It's Hyde. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
180. I'm going to come back to you. Hey, 133. 57 to Mike. Real. Yo.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And it'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Slam. Pistol.
And again, it's Mayfield. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sanders, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. On third down, they turn to Sanders. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And we'll get ready for the trek back to the city as we say so long from Santa Clara.
What a great city it is. We're going to have a blast tonight.